The Nevada night pressed against the windows. The only sound were the low growl of the engine and the tires of Justin's old pickup on the asphalt of US Route 50. Justin had been driving for miles without a sign of life. He could see why they called it the loneliest road in America. He ran a hand through his messy brown hair, his green eyes bloodshot from tears of frustration and anger. An empty bottle of whiskey on the passenger floor. His hands sticky with sweat as he clung to the steering wheel, the betrayal still raw in his thoughts. He'd planned this road trip to Ely with his girlfriend, Lena, and two other friends, Mark and Sarah, for his 24th birthday. It was supposed to be a weekend of fun, camping under the star-filled skies, eating at cheap diners and gambling at remote casinos. But earlier that night, at the campsite they were staying at in Cave Lake State Park, he'd caught Lena and Mark tangled together by the firelight, their whispers slicing through his trust. Humiliation bubbled up inside. He wanted to scream. Instead, Justin grabbed his keys and fled, leaving their shocked faces behind. The lines on the road played a hypnotic slideshow as Justin continued to drive past sand and sagebrush. Justin's phone lay dead on the seat, the charger forgotten in his haste. The radio spat static, and the highway seemed to stretch endlessly before him, mocking his growing fatigue. His dashboard clock blinked 2:22 a.m. He was alone, the weight of the betrayal sinking deeper with every mile. Then, a neon sign flickered through the darkness. Desert Rose Motel. Its pink and blue glow felt out of place, like a fever dream in the desolate dark. A single-story building emerged. It seemed to glow with an inviting light. The parking lot was empty. Just fresh asphalt and a lone street lamp casting a golden yellow light. Justin hesitated, but exhaustion won. He pulled in, parking his truck near the entrance. Inside, the lobby smelled of peppermint and pine. It reminded him of home. A clerk, an older man with a neat suit and a quick smile, stepped out from a back room. He looked at Justin. "Looks like you've had a long night, my friend." His voice was calm, friendly, almost too friendly, but Justin was tired. "Do you have a room?" Justin asked, his eyes feeling heavy. "For you, Justin, we sure do. Room 7, he said, his voice like honey. He held out a shiny golden key. Justin paid cash, too tired to question the man's eerie stare, or how he knew his name. The key felt cold, heavier than it should. Room 7 was luxurious beyond belief. He dropped his backpack and collapsed on the bed. He closed his eyes, hoping for sleep, but only the images of his girlfriend and who he thought was his best friend met him. He could hear Lena's laugh as Mark stared at her with a smile of pleasure on his face. He needed to sleep. He needed to forget. He grabbed a bottle from the amazingly well-stocked fridge in the room. He popped it open and threw it back, not even caring what it was. He peered out the window. The neon sign flickered and faded. Mark sank to the bed as the air in the room seemed to ripple like heat rising off of the road in the desert. Quietly, the motel faded, seeping into the darkness of US Route 50. Only sand and a lonely tumbleweed remained.